Dollar Tree haul that isn't even posted yet. You'll see at the end of it where I say I am going to do an update video on some of the stuff that's going on in our lives that's causing so much stress that you guys have been so supportive of. So here's the video that I was talking about, or will be talking about in that video. You, chill. We have new property owners. We live in a trailer court. So we pay lot rent, but we do own, oh my gosh, dog, for reals. Another part of my stress right now. Sit. Sit. No, come on.
It's fine, I get it. I got it.
Okay, so we pay lot rent, but we own the trailer itself. That's ours. We've paid cash for it outright. It's ours. We have lived out here in this court, not in this particular trailer, but in this trailer court for 9 years, 9.5 years actually, and we've lived in this particular trailer almost 2 years. We have had several property owner changes in this time period. This last one, there was a lot of speculation onto what kind of person he was or is, and the stuff he is attempting to do out here. And we saw a copy of what the proposed lease was going to look at. Now keep in mind, I am a property manager, not out here, but in an apartment community in town. So where I admit I am still very new to property management as a general rule, because I've only worked there for 2 years. I do have a pretty good general knowledge of certain things that are supposed to happen. A, within a lease. B, with notices that are given to residents. And C, with things they can or can't do as far as state law and some federal laws and HUD laws go. So when we got this lease and I was reading through it, there were several things in it that, quite frankly, just didn't apply to us. It talked about we couldn't do work on our trailer without getting permission first from the rental office. Well, no, it's my home. I'll do what I want to it. We couldn't, we suddenly had to pay a pet deposit for a dog that we've had for 5 years. No. Stuff like that. So we actually started looking for a place to move our trailer to. And, pause for a moment. And we're back.
We're back.
So we actually looked for a place to move our trailer to. Looked into the cost of moving the trailer, and in the process of all this, our van is really having trouble. We knew in the long run we have to get a new vehicle in the spring when we get our tax check. Hopefully I'll be back in school and I'll also have my school refund, and we were going to compile that money to get a really nice, really new vehicle. Newer. Well, I would like to get something around the 2011, 2012 era versus the 2002 era that we have now.
Anyway.
So anyway, and then we have a large bill that we need to make sure we get paid off by January 30th. So we had all of these huge life things on us all at once. And then you couple that with hubby has some physical issues that the VA is not being very cooperative on, or at least they're not being very timely on. Shocker. Our oldest son has some physical issues that we're trying to cope and manage and deal with. Plus, he started working on top of that. Plus, he's getting his driver's license, so he has to drive for so many hours before he can get his driver's license. So, I mean, and, you know, then you have to add a teenage driver to your insurance. So, you know, that's a lot. And when you live on our income, and I'm going to be completely honest with you on what our monthly income is. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear about people's finances and money. But please understand, I'm saying this so you guys can understand this is what our society is. Not everybody.
We live on, we're considered poverty level from the early mid 1960s.
But we don't qualify for assistance.
Yeah, but we don't qualify for assistance.
Figure that one out.
But yeah, our financial
seriously, I can't handle it.
Our financial situation is poverty level from the 60s.
So hubby gets $1,100 a month for Social Security. The boys each get $269 a month for Social Security. Because the boys are each over 16, I get nothing from Social Security for him. I used to get for him as spousal support, but now I don't because they're over 16. I work, but I only work. Can you stop? Oh my gosh.
B, calm down. We're gonna play later. She wants to play. She's just wanting to play.
I can't. And then yeah, you've got a dog that suddenly decides she wants to act like a puppy.
You got a dog that wants to play, and you got a grandkid that wants to play.
So, I work 15 hours a week. I bring in right at $600 a month. Literally, that $600 a month put us over the limit to get any assistance. So, now the boys do have medical insurance assistance, but that's a total another category. We do not get food stamps. We do not get TANF. We do not get utilities support. We don't have any. We do it all ourselves.
We get no government assistance whatsoever. And I want to add this, well, maybe I shouldn't. It's your channel. Never mind.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I know a lot of people consider Social Security as welfare.
No, that's enough.
I do not. Because in my opinion, the people that get assistance through welfare get that money that comes from the government that they did not necessarily work and put into Social Security for. The Social Security I'm getting is Social Security disability, and that money I worked my whole life, and that money is, in a lot of respects, that was taken out of my check, so that's my money anyway.
Okay, so
you told me to go.
I know. Well, I didn't want you to rant on it for 20 minutes.
I'm not.
So the point is, you know, we are very low income.
Very.
Michael did just start working at a fast food restaurant, as you all know.
The one with the golden arches.
His money is his money. He does have to start buying his own phone card now for his phone because we don't do contracts. We all have prepaid phones, except for my work phone, which my work pays for. But I have to have that on me 24/7. I literally sleep with that thing right next to my head. We occasionally, my mom, my parents, bless their hearts, because heaven knows we would not make it without them. There have been many things where I've had to go, Mommy. We do really, really try to be very self-supportive. The only reason I know we don't qualify for food stamps now and what our limit is now is because we just tried to get assistance, and the only reason I was trying to get assistance for that is because of all these big things that popped up on us. Okay, so back to the trailer court issue and the new management.
She digresses.
I digressed, and I'm sorry. So, yesterday?
Yes.
We went into the office to pay our rent, and I talked to the young woman in there who technically is not the property manager. She is like the property sub-manager. She kind of got thrown into a boat that was sinking a little bit, and she has no clue how to row a boat.
She seems to be a really sweet girl.
She's very kind, very sweet, but she's very overwhelmed.
But she has no purpose to being there.
Well, she just has, don't say that. She just has no experience and no idea
She has no idea what she's doing.
So I told her I would like to know the property owners' names, to which she kind of gave me the deer in the headlights. Oh my gosh, somebody actually asked me that question, and said, I can't give that out. I said, well, can you do me a favor and give him my phone number and tell him I need him to call me, please? It is to discuss this lease, because I will not sign it in the condition that it is in. Before doing this, I did have my bosses look it over to make sure I wasn't jumping off of a wall and acting emotionally to it, because it was a stressor to see some of the stuff on there. And my bosses agreed with me that some of the stuff in there was really not pertinent to somebody that actually owns their home, or, you know, they had a curfew that was till 7 a.m., yet our kids have to be down at the bus at 7 a.m., so... Well,
curfews,
and then, yeah, then you're also dealing with some child laws that they're kind of crossing lines on with that. I didn't go there with him because I had an agenda and I stayed on my agenda.
Smart move for her. I can't do that.
I have been taught.
this whole situation was left to her because I deal with
evicted.
Emotions rather than anything else. I am a very emotional, dark side.
I can be more, I don't want to say political. What's the word I'm looking for?
You'd be more professional, definitely.
I can be more eloquent. I can be a little bit more persuasive in some of my language when I'm talking. So anyway, long story sort of short. I ended up speaking to the actual owner of the property yesterday. I won't give out his name because, you know, clearly he doesn't want everybody knowing who owns this. And after talking to my boss, I actually found out that's pretty common for property owners to not want to be known because it just opens up a whole bag of crap for them.
Yeah, I understand.
I get that on some levels. I don't get it on other levels, but I understand. So in respect to him, I will not say his name on here, but he seemed like a very kind man. He was very willing to talk and work out everything that we needed worked out on there. The 4 key issues that we were concerned about, he actually amended and changed so that when we go in and sign the lease, it'll be worded in a manner that doesn't intrude on our rights, because to me that was very important. We own our home. You cannot come into our home, period. You can't give a 24-hour notice to come in our home because you don't own our home. Now, if it was an apartment building or if we were renting the trailer from you, that is a separate issue. Then they can give 24-hour notice and say, hey, we're coming in to inspect, which, no, you're not. Even in an emergency situation, unless there is police involvement, they still cannot come in my home. If they feel somebody is inside and is in danger or has been hurt, they still have to call for assistance first. They cannot just come in. So I made sure that got ironed out. Hubby and I are very, very, very
I'm an isolationist.
security conscious. Don't come in my home. And I know that sounds kind of standoffish. Really, that's not what it is. If you knock on my door, 9 times out of 10, I'm letting you in my house because I'm a friendly person. But I'm not friendly when you think you're just going to walk into my house. Don't invade my privacy because you're going to pay for it. So, I know. I seem like such a sweetheart, right? Y'all just don't know.
That's where I come in.
But the real fact is, you can't come in my house. The law even says you can't just come in my house. So we got everything ironed out. And that was like a huge, we both agreed.
Oh, I agree.
That when we got done with the conversation yesterday and we talked to him and we got the things ironed out that we wanted ironed out, we both just felt so relieved and so on that topic.
I don't think I'm a very good judge of character for the most part. I don't. But from the rumors going around and from what we've heard and this, that, and the other, we expected a very not nice person who was doing very shady things for very underhanded reasons. But when she was talking to him, he legitimately sounded like he was a really nice guy who was just really concerned about making this place better.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the, invading personal privacy and all that stuff, I'm very touchy. Very touchy.
Very sensitive about that.
About stuff like that. So even if people say they're doing it for my own good, my point is, well, it's my choice for my own good.
Who are you to decide what my own good is?
But he did seem to be a very nice person, and he did very much agree with her statements about what was going on. And
he actually started asking advice on certain things, too.
Well, he found out she was a property manager. He actually tried to hire her.
Yeah, he did. I'm like, no.
Yeah, but anyway.
I do love my job, don't get me wrong. And, like I will tell everybody 100 times, the people I work for, I actually work for a company called Valenti Real Estate Incorporated. And they are phenomenal.
They are fantastic people.
Guys, I cannot even express to you how much I truly love who I work for. And not many people can say that, which actually makes my job 10 million times better.
But the key is don't dump where you live.
Yeah, you don't put your trash where you live.
No.
And I know for a fact that if we lived here and I ran the place,
oh, it'd be horrible.
We would get vandalized right and left.
Horrible.
Not that I don't think people don't have a right to get upset when things are happening to them, but people don't think clearly and they don't make wise decisions. We already had, just because I gotta own this one. I have a habit of running off drug dealers. And I'm very blatant about it. We lived over on the back row, and at the corner there was a trailer that 2 separate times, 2 different drug dealers moved into this trailer. I don't know if it was just the luck of the draw for that trailer or what.
They were using it as a stash house to move their product.
And it was so odd. The car would be from Chicago. You'd see the car come down.
But there's a bing, 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 bing right
ding,
there.
Ding, ding, red flag, red flag. They would pull up once a week, every day, same time of day, every day, every same day of the week, like clockwork. Pull up, walk in with a brown paper bag about this big, walk out with a brown paper bag about this big. Really? So I would start standing out there with my camera. Yep, I see you. I know what you're doing. I'm calling the cops now. I'm documenting this. I've got your plate number. Yeah, that's me. We always say if we're in a bank robbery, he's going to die protecting me because my mouth's going to be like, who are you robbing, dude? This is my money. Go get your own job. So...
And we know about being pestered because of work.
So, yeah, that came about into we kept getting flat tires. We're not 100% sure, but we think some stuff got tampered with at the back of the trailer at one point. And yeah, he used to do a job where...
I used to chase shoplifters around for a living. And
really cute videos on his channel. You should go check those out.
Yeah, there's some videos up of shoplifters and stuff. The good old days, yeah. But people got to know who I was and what I was doing. And when I stopped you, you know, a lot of people got angry. And... I would get bubble gum in my food at restaurants.
That's why we quit eating here in town.
Somebody actually, we had a little Mazda, and somebody actually flipped it.
It was a little, look this up
at our house.
Google, Mazda 323 5-speed. Look how little this car was. There was, between the two car seats in the back seat, there was this much space in between those two car seats. Not even kidding.
But somebody found out where I lived.
And they went and flipped up our car.
Flipped our car.
And they flipped it up on its side.
Yeah, so doing that kind of work kind of antagonized POSs, and the same, it's true, and the same with her.
Antagonized people, period.
Oh, people, yeah.
Bleep! Not yet.
So anyway, yeah, if she were to property manage this place, it would be horrible.
We wouldn't be able to live out here. We still end up moving our trailer.
Even people that are generally, could be nice people, won't be if they think you're invading them in some manner.
And people just don't like having rules enforced.
I agree.
It's just human nature. I experienced that at my other job, at my normal job. I experienced that
with people.
With people there that, thank you. That, you know, I'm actually going through a situation where I've had a death threat put out on me. I had a hit put out on me.
She did, literally.
I've had, and I still say I love my job. Figure that one out. I right now have a resident who thinks I'm out to get them, and that I have absolutely no compassion for what they're going through. I have two residents like that right now.
That would be me.
And, no, that's not true.
She has compassion. She, can I say it?
Yes.
She is a bleeding heart liberal when it comes to social issues.
And what do I say?
Big heart.
What do I say to you in response?
And
it's a good thing, too, because you're still married to me.
Yes. I love you. She balances me out. She balances me out because I'm a horribly mean person, and I don't like other people.
There are times when I'm like, hey, go get him. I'm the cooler. He's the fire starter. Actually, I'm the fire starter. You're the emblazer of the fires.
Yeah. I'm the enforcer.
He's the enforcer.
I'm the mechanic.
I actually just said to Hoos and Mike on Phoenix Dam, I just told Hoos that I married my bodyguard, so I'm safe all the time.
There you go. There you go.
Anyway, guys, so that's the update. I wanted to get it done. How far are we? Okay, we're 20 minutes in.
We are feeling a whole lot better emotionally.
We still have a couple of things to tackle, but I know they can be tackled, so I'm not as freaked out about it as I was. And moving the trailer was, oh my gosh, I was like terrified about moving this trailer.
I was willing to just trash it and leave.
No.
Take everything out, cut it in half to make sure they didn't get to use it.
Wasn't going to happen.
And just take off. I didn't care.
Wasn't going to happen. So anyway, guys, there's
Cooler
the update.
heads prevailed.
Thank God. So thank you guys very much. I'm allowed to hug him.
My dog's getting jealous. She has to come over.
My man.
She has to come over
and assert her authority.
Exert her authority.
Oh, sorry. You came in for a kiss and I moved on you. So guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope this wasn't too boring and too stupid, but I promised an update and I'm just kidding. I have a lot to do today. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Subscribe. I don't know where it is. I'm going to point to both sides. What are you doing? What are you doing?